3 signs you are ignorant. Number 2, you see what you want to see. Before we get into why it's ignorant and how you can change it, I want to prove to you that everyone in the world, including me, are guilty of seeing what we want to see. All it takes is one question. How many times a day do you consciously see your nose? Your nose sticks off your face all day, every day, and your brain completely overlooks it because it's not relevant to what's in front of you according to your brain. Just to see how crazy this really is, put your finger at the tip of your nose while looking forward. You can see your finger, but still don't see your nose. So what does something like this show you? Well, it shows you that your brain subconsciously decides what's relevant and what's not. The English Oxford Living Dictionary defines scotomization as to avoid or deny an undesirable fact or reality through the creation of a mental blind spot. A great video on how this works is a video of a group of people passing a basketball around while a gorilla walks across the middle of the screen. This gorilla is usually unseen by most people who are counting the passes. Or the optical illusions that show 2 different images in a picture, but at first glance, most people only see one. So what does this have to do with being ignorant? The world isn't made up of cool illusion art that is fun to look at or passing a basketball around with a gorilla. It's made up of people and things that are very different from each other. If this scotomization avoids or denies an undesirable fact or reality, could this be the reason that people are stuck in believing that black people are treated equally to white people, or that Mexican immigration is actually our issue, or that all Muslims are out to blow you up, or you're going to hell if you're gay, or you should know your place as a woman? This is when ignorance comes in. If you are taught something that involves a bias or stereotype and it is ingrained into your beliefs, you will tend to lump all people from that bias or stereotype into that specific belief. This trains your brain to see what supports your bias or stereotypes in each situation you encounter. For example, if you were taught black people are violent and will steal things from you, then you're probably going to treat every encounter with a black person on high alert and scared. Or if you're taught the reason people are losing jobs is all because of Mexican immigration, then you will see Mexican people as no good and taking your jobs. Or you grew up watching mom cook and clean and take care of the kids while dad watched TV, and now that's how you see gender roles. Is this why so many outdated world issues are still alive today? Because what we are taught is synced into our brain to block whatever doesn't support our bias or stereotype? I would say the answer to this is yes. So the next question is, how do we fix it? Here are some things you need to do to train your brain to see differently. First, you have to identify and acknowledge what your bias and stereotypes are. Then, you have to put yourself in situations to confront your biases and stereotypes. This means that if you have an issue with a different race, gender, sexual orientation, religion, or anything like that, you need to put yourself in a position to spend time with that other race, gender, sexual orientation, or religion and find who they truly are, because until you know who someone is at the core, you don't really know them at all. Developing relationships with those you have bias and stereotypes against is one of the ways to change your views of others. The other way is to actively challenge yourself to see your biases and stereotypes in a different way, where you are looking for the good and not the bad to help train your brain to a different way of thinking. It is on you to decide if you want to stay stuck in ignorance or if you want to help make this world a better place.